again, everybody. I'm Chris Godfrey. I'm all set to count down the 40 most played country songs in the nation, according to MediaBase 24/7 for the week ending August 1st, 2020. We have one debut this week here. We'll get to that one shortly. We'll find out if last week's number one song by Sam Hunt can hang on to number one for a second week. Right now, we'll get started with the latest by Brothers Osborne. They spent a second week at number 40 with All Night. Here's the week's only debut, rolling in at number 39, the follow-up to his recent number one hit, Here and Now. Here's Kenny Chesney with Happy Does. At number 38 for a second week, the latest by Brett Eldridge, called Gabrielle. Slipping back 2 spots from 35 to number 37 is Lanco with What I See. At number 36, up 3 spots, is Dylan Scott with Nobody. Inching up 1 to number 35 is Rascal Flatts, How They Remember You. Up 3 spots to number 34 is Tennille Arts with Somebody Like That. Slipping back 2 spots from 31 to 33, Dustin Lynch with Mama's House. For a second week at number 32, it's Eric Church with Stick That in Your Country Song. Up 2 spots to number 31 is Chris Lane with Big, Big Plans. Here's this week's biggest mover, up 4 notches to number 30, Morgan Wallen with More Than My Hometown. In her 20th week on the countdown, she's up 1 to number 29, Lauren Elena with Getting Good. Up 1 to number 28, Old Dominion with Some People Do. Inching up 1 to number 27 is Russell Dickerson with Love You Like I Used To. Up 1 to number 26, Lady A with Champagne Night. Up 1 to number 25, Midland, Cheating Songs. In his 15th week on the countdown, moving up 1 to 24, John Party with Ain't Always the Cowboy. Slipping back 1 to number 23 is Brad Paisley with No Eye in Beer. And from No Eye in Beer to just one beer, it's Hardy, Lauren Elena, and Devin Dawson moving up 2 to number 22. And up 2 to number 21, Parker McCollum with Pretty Heart. In his 30th week on the countdown, Kip Moore steps up 1 to number 20 with She's Mine. Inching up 1 to number 19 is Matt Stale with Everywhere But On. For a third week in a row at number 18 is Chase Rice with Lonely If You Are. Up 2 spots to number 17 is Lee Brice with One of Them Girls. Inching up 1 to number 16 is Jason Aldean with Got What I Got. At number 15, up 1, it's Luke Combs with Lovin' On You. Up 1 to number 14, Jamison Rogers and Some Girls. Inching up 1 to number 13, Tim McGraw with I Called Mama. Up 1 to number 12 is Ashley McBride with One Night Standards. And moving up 1 to number 11 is Kane Brown with Cool Again. In his 20th week on the chart, Keith Urban climbs up 1 to number 10 with God Whispered Your Name. And Keith joins Chris Tomlin, Hillary Scott, Reba McEntire, and Thomas Rhett with a song that moves up 1 to number 9 this week, Be a Light. Slipping back 1 from 7 to number 8 is Justin Moore with Why We Drink. Up 2 spots to number 7 in her 17th week in the 40, it's Florida Georgia Line with I Love My Country. For a second week at number 6, the song has been on the chart the longest at 43 weeks, Low Cash with One Big Country Song. In her 36th week on the chart, Maddie and Tay spent a second week at number 5 with Die From a Broken Heart. Here's last week's number 1, slipping to number 4 this week, Sam Hunt with Hard to Forget. And at number 3, moving up 1, it's Chris Janson with Done. And at number 2 for a second week, the recent 2-week number 1 hit by Luke Bryan called One Margarita. And the number 1 song in country music up from number 3 last week is Miranda Lambert with a song that becomes her 8th number 1 country hit, Bluebird. And that's off of her latest CD called Wild Card. And that's this week's countdown of the 40 most played country hits, according to MediaBase 24/7 for the week ending August 1st, 2020. Thank you for listening. I'm Chris Godfrey.